got my fabulous at 40 mug. Fabulous at 40 does seem a long time ago now. Anyway, my dears, it's 9:20. I've not had my breakfast yet, but I'm up. I'm dressed in my scruffs. I'm prepared to finish that fence today. I'm not going to let it beat me. So I've got 2 more panels to paint. I really don't want to paint anymore, I've had enough, but I started it, so I've got to finish it. So I'm going to quickly have my breakfast and then get outside and finish that painting, because I want to do a little bit of sewing and stuff as well if I get a chance and if it's not too hot. And also later on, I think I have got to go and fetch my Tesco food shopping. I really don't want to go. My hubby's been fetching it while we've been in lockdown, and he's at work and he doesn't think he's going to be back in time, so I think I've got to go. I'm really nervous about it, which some of you probably think, oh, don't be daft, but because obviously we've been in lockdown, you get used to not going anywhere, and then the thought of having to go to a supermarket is like, but it is only a click and collect, so you just pull up in the car and they load your boot up and stuff, I think. But it's still scary, isn't it? It's like, but it's probably not scary, it's probably just me being daft, but I've got very used to being in, and going out it does fill me with a bit of dread, and I don't know, I just but anyway, so I thought, get your painting done this morning, then that's a job done. So without further ado, well, let's get breakfast and get on with painting. All right, there's a little breakfast. So for breakfast today, I've got bran plates and some chopped banana, so off to enjoy it. Right, I'm outside, 3rd cup of tea of the morning already, so I'm just going to leave that there to cool. Right, let's get the paint. Oh, should be grateful that the weather is so nice to be able to do this. Another beautiful day. Look at it, it's so lovely. Right, let's tackle that one and that one. Let's go. Right, first job. I'm just going to trim the back of the bush a little bit so it's easier to get to the fence. Obviously it won't affect the plant because it's really big and bushy, so we'll trim the back so we can get to it, and then we can start painting. Oh, right, I've trimmed all that, so now we can begin. I think I've got a little assistant who's now eating my plant. Oi! Bless her, she's deaf, look. Hello! The joys of living in a quiet world. Oh, right, stop for my cup of tea. So quiet out here today, it's unbelievable. I might have to go and put my sunglasses on because it's really hurt my eyes, because obviously the sun's shining on it and it's like white, so it like reflects on your eyes. It's horrible. And I've covered Gloria up because I didn't want to get paint on her. So Gloria's got a bin bag on her at the minute. Oh, right, that's the first piece done. Now I've got to do this. These are horrible to paint because they're a bit like rough wood and they're so fiddly. It's horrible. But Jane, it's all self-inflicted. You started it. Right, next part done. So we're getting to the finish line now. And again, I'm going to make myself grateful because it's so beautiful out here. So we shouldn't moan. It's a pleasure to be able to paint outside in England. I don't think there's a bird living in there, but there definitely could be something living in there. Can you see the size of the cobweb? There's a huge cobweb in front of it and it comes right down onto the table. If you can just see that. I think Mr. Spider's found himself a new home. Ah, right, last bit. Trouble is, this tree is hanging on it, so I just need to trim these little bits out of the way before I can then paint this. The top bit doesn't come off this one, so I've got to paint it while it's on. Be even more fiddly. Right, trimming done. Let the painting commence. Oh, I've nipped back inside for a drink. Look at the state of my hands. I should have had gloves on, but I gave up in the end, so no gloves, just a messy little Jane. So let's get ourselves a nice drink. Right, there's my cup of coffee. I'd rather be eating cake. I would actually. Right, so let's get this last bit tackled. Oh, come on, Janie, you're halfway. Right, another tin empty. It's a good job we fetched some paint yesterday. So I've just got that last little section to do. I've done all the top, so I've just got that bit to do. So I'm going to have my cup of coffee. I'm going to sit on my chair a minute and have 5 minutes peace, and then we'll open the next tin. You're never alone. Don't bring the chair cover. No. It's very hot and sunny out here, isn't it? Are you enjoying the heat? Yes, you like the sunshine? That's it, you spit all over my chair cover. I don't know what goes off in her head sometimes. Have you got an itch, darling? Have you got an itch? Oh dear. Are you beautiful? Oh, you're very beautiful. Ooh, right, new tin's open. So last bit. Come on, Janie, you can do this. Nice view while we're doing it. I finished that one. So my plan is now, I have a plan. I'm going to give the other piece of fence a second coat, then that's finished. Then I've only got to give this second coat, then it's all finished. So let's hurry up. Oh, right, that one's had a second coat, so I'm not doing that again. That's done. And spot the cat and the dog. So I just need to give this a little touch up. When you're determined to get covered in paint, I've moved her about 3 times and she keeps coming back and trying to push her bum against this thing I'm painting. Move! As soon as you relax your tail, it's going to touch the fence. Oh, so annoying. You're really not helping. Oh, right, last bit to tackle. It's so peaceful. Oh, right, I've done. I never want to see another tin of cream paint again. Oh, right, so I'm just going to leave it to dry. It's now 12:30, so it's dinner time. All right, I've been busy packing my little prizes from yesterday and my little eBay things that I've sold. So it took me ages. You don't realise packing stuff, it takes so long. Right, so now it's 1:15. I really need to have my dinner. I need to get out of these horrible clothes as well. Oh, right, there's my little dinner. So for dinner today, I've got seafood sticks, little tomatoes, and mackerel in olive oil. So after enjoying my dinner, then we've got lots more little jobs to do. Ooh, postman's bin. So James has had a delivery from Cherries. He did pay for it himself, so he decided to treat himself to some stuff. What have you got in the box, James?
We'll see.
I'll show you in a minute. All right, so James spent £11, and this is his box of goodies.
Some glasses wipes, because these are amazing.
Yes, so we discussed these last time, didn't we? Glasses wipes, and he said they were really, really good.
For you.
Oh, thanks, James.
And lots of crisps. And chocolate.
Yeah. So don't forget, if you want to shop at Cherries, if you enter code, what was the code, James?
Crazybaglady 20.
If you enter the code crazybaglady 20, you get, how much do you get off?
20%.
You get 20%. You get 20% off your first order. So absolutely brilliant, and it comes in a pink box. What more could you want? Right, lipstick of the day. So lipstick of the day, Amy. We've got a bit of Perfection on today. So lipstick is an Avon matte lipstick, and the colour is Perfection, and it's just like a lovely pinky sort of colour. Anyone could wear this lipstick. It's so nice. It's really, really lovely. I love the colour. It's lovely. So it's colour Perfection, and I've got changed. I've got my roses top on, so we're very flowery. So we're off to the post office. I'm in the car. So it is. Let's go to the post office. Hiya. Hi. That's the post office done. Now I need to go to my other shop to drop a Hermes parcel off as well. So off we go. It's so horrible, you know, when you walk down the street, people actually get a wide berth away from you. It's so scary, isn't it? You think, why can't it just be normal? But even when you just go to the shop, it's not normal, and people have to walk miles away from you on the pavement. And so let's go in. What time is it? The day's just flying. Ooh, it's just gone 2:30. So we'll go in, we'll inspect the fence, and then we'll probably have a cup of coffee at 3, and then my food slot is between 4 and 6, so I'll probably leave home about 4ish to get across to fetch the food shopping. I'm trying not to think about it. I thought, Jane, it's only a bit of driving, stop being silly. So we'll be okay. We've got to be. Right, we're back in the house. So I thought I'd just show you today's calendar because I know a lot of you have said that you do like it. So today's looks a bit plain, doesn't it? Chapel, what does that say? Chapel Expiador commemorates the site where King Louis the number, I don't know, and Queen Marie Antoinette were entwined following their executions. Oh dear. I told you it didn't look a very cheerful place, did it? Ooh. Right, I couldn't inspect my fence. I think it all looks okay. Fingers crossed it's been alright. Ooh, we've had a parcel come. We've had a parcel come. I don't know if to open it now or to wait till I get back from my food shopping because it's so lovely to open something exciting. So I think I might wait and give myself something to look forward to, like a reward for coming back from shopping. So I'm gonna wait. Can't wait, it's exciting. Oh, they're my roses that I got yesterday. I'm not actually sure where to put them. I don't think I've got a couple of pots big enough for them, but they're so pretty. I don't know whether we could put them in the ground or not, I'm not sure, but they're so lovely, aren't they? I'd like them to go over here because there's not really much greenery over there, so it'd be nice. I'll have to see. Maybe I need some new pots. Right, that's my next project. I'm not tackling it today, obviously. So I'm now trying to think. I've got a load of sunflowers that have been growing and they're now ready to come outside. I don't know where to put them. I'm looking at my flower bed thinking, there's no room for sunflowers. So I'm really struggling at the minute. I'm wondering, because this is like Ruby's little plot and it does look a little bit messy, so I'm wondering if we clear this a little bit and put them down here and then we'll see them out the window, you see, as they all start to come up. So I think it might be fun. So I think that's probably the best spot for them. Well, they're in. I've just kind of like cleared the ground and put them in, so look a bit droopy at the minute, so I'm going to give them some water and then fingers crossed they'll all carry on growing. Right, I've watered the sunflowers. So now I'm going to have a cup of coffee and sit here. Why the hell not? So I've got a yoghurt and my favourite magazine's arrived. So I'm going to have half an hour and just sit and look at my magazine. I think I deserve it. So I've subscribed to this magazine, which is my favourite, Hello Fashion magazine. And it's lovely the fact that they come in paper envelopes. So there's no more like plastic packaging, which is really good. I've just noticed the price has snuck up a bit. It used to be £1. Then it was £1.20, and since we've been in lockdown it's snuck up to £1.70. I mean, it's still cheap for my favourite magazine, and obviously I've now subscribed to it, so I don't pay that anyway, but it's just a bit naughty how they've snuck it up 50p, but never mind. It's my favourite magazine. When I said I was going to get some peace, I think I was wrong. Winnie, just sit down and stop sniffing. You're so loud. Shh. Oh, if it's not children, it's a dog. Not sure I'm going to be dressing like that this summer. Anybody else want to dress like that? How cute that is. I wouldn't actually wear that, I don't think, but I love it so much. It's so adorable. It's even got strawberries all over it, but it's £400. But it's very cute. I'm in the car. So I'm in my hubby's car because his boot's a lot bigger than mine. I don't think you'd fit all the food in my car. So right, let's go to Tesco. I'm so nervous. Jane, you really need to sort yourself out. I'm so nervous. It's quite, well, not a long way, but it's a lot of busy main roads and stuff to go on to get there, and it's just totally out of my comfort zone. And when you're used to being at home just cooking tea, it's like, right, anyway, Jane, shut up, let's go. We've arrived. So there's a queue. I'm about, what, 4 or 5 cars back, so I presume you just wait in this queue, and then I think you must get to the light men, and then they must load your boot up, I think. I'm not quite sure, it's all a bit new to me. I've not really done it before. So I think we just got to wait here. That car in front is so beautiful. It's a little red Mini and it's so nice. And then there's a Mini behind me as well. There seem to be so many Minis on the way here. I love Minis so much, they're so cute. So anyway, we'll just sit here and wait. Still waiting, but they work really hard, bless them. So you literally pull up, I've gathered it now, so you pull up, they open your boot and then they just load all your stuff in for you. Bless them, they're working so hard. Thank you, Mr. Tesco people. Ooh, and as if by magic, we made it home. So that wasn't bad at all, and it just shows how sometimes you can worry about something that's really not that bad. So if I have to do click and collect again, I won't have a problem with it. So it just shows you have to make yourself do these things even if you don't want to, and it's really not as bad as you think it is. So you probably can all laugh at me now. I'm even laughing at myself. Right, let's get the bags in, and then obviously hand sanitize and stuff, and then get tea on. Right, that's my food all put away. So tonight we've got a bit of a cheat tea tonight. So tonight we've got chicken curry and rice, like a low fat one. I think they're about 3.5 sins on Slimming World. They're really, really nice. So I've doughed it up, but it's still really hot. I've got lots of salad with it and some 3 Rivitas and a little bit of leftover gammons. I've tried to fill my plate up a bit. My hubby's not coming back for ages. James and Ruby have been arguing again. Oh, send help. I've had enough today, I've had enough. So I'm just waiting for tea to cool down, so I think I'm just going to go outside for 5 minutes and get some fresh air in the sun. Oh, right, I've come outside for 5 minutes. Peace and quiet and fresh air. Much needed. Trust me, we've been listening to people arguing, it's not nice. But I've also noticed there's a little bird wandering around. Now my garden's really small, and obviously we've got a cat and 2 dogs. And I hope he can fly. Can you see him? Please fly away. I don't want him to be stuck in my garden. Go on, fly away. Go on. I don't want any cats to get him. Go on. Ooh, oh, that's all right. He can fly. Oh, I was very worried about him a minute ago. Oh, that's all right. Phew. Oh, right. I'm going to enjoy my tea. It was a bit hot outside, so I've come back in for my tea. All right, our tea was lovely. So now I'm very excited to open this. So it says fragile all over it. So I hope it survived its journey. That's very exciting.
Box.
Okay. Let me lift it down here. Okay. Ooh. Oh wow! It says, "To Jane, wanted to send you a little gift to say thank you for all your words of encouragement during this difficult time. Love from Jane." So it's Jane to Jane. Oh,
That's a cool card.
it's like a little vintage postcard. That's so cool. Oh. Ooh. Very
I
exciting.
can't tell what it is. You know.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that's a cat.
Oh.
Is that for me? Because it says Ruby. It says on.
Oh,
There's one for both of us. It's so nice.
Oh, that's so lovely. Oh.
So nice.
Oh, it's got things in it. Oh, it's like a little beauty thing.
Mine's got loads.
Oh, so is mine. Oh.
So we'll both do one at a time, okay?
Oh. Well, hang on. Oh, this is so lovely.
Oh, wow.
So let's just open. Hang on. Let's open
This is
this.
so nice, and it's pastel pink, one of my favourite colours.
Oh. Right, I'll open it all up and then I'll show you what it is. It's so nice, Jane. It's lovely. Oh, right. Can we first of all just say this is absolutely
Amazing.
oh, it's just so lovely. We've had like a bit of a rotten afternoon. We've had arguments and stuff, and it's just been a bit. Oh, so this has really, really, really cheered us up. Oh, Jane, honestly, I can't thank you enough.
So cute.
It's just absolutely beautiful. Let me show you what there is. Hang on, I think the camera's a bit this. Wait a minute. So, we've got
The
beautiful, beautiful little pouches with
and this
our
is even better for me
initials
because,
on.
I love pastel colours, and this is pastel pink. So it's lovely. And
And then you've got,
I
look
got
at the state of my table.
paw
It's supposed to
print.
look scratched like
a
this.
paw print, a Bambi, and I want the ladybug so cute. They're all adorable. A sewing machine, a rainbow, a unicorn, and this is my favourite one. Little cat. They're all so cute.
And then I've got, oh my god, it's so adorable. I've got a handbag. I've got a little moon. I've got a little parrot who's very twinkly. I've got a beautiful fan, a little cat, a bumblebee, and this amazing like double brooch, which is just absolutely
And then the earrings
amazing.
are the best thing ever.
And then these are earrings. I couldn't stop laughing at them. They're so cool. Oh, they're so amazing. Oh, honestly. And then we've got mugs. We've got lots of mugs of the day. So we've got like a hare, rabbit, a deer, a fox, and a beautiful pheasant. I'm just trying to... Oi, Winnie! Move the bowl. Oh. She kept sneaking around the corner and eating Florence's food, didn't she? Yeah. I could hear something in the background. I thought that dog's up to no good. Oh, what do we say to Jane?
Thank you so much. I will wear them all.
So I think we need to make Jane something, don't we? We'll have to make something next week for crafting. Oh, Jane. Let's see what we can come up with. And also, Jane's on Instagram because that's where I first found Jane on Instagram when I followed her rainbow challenge because it's really good. And we loved doing the rainbow challenge, didn't we, when we had to wear different coloured clothes every day.
Yeah.
So I'll put Jane's little Instagram down below. So feel free to go and give her a little follow. Oh, she's all the way up in lovely Scotland. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Honestly, you've really, really cheered us up. Thank you. Oh, after all that excitement, I've now got to water the garden. Oh, I feel so touched. It was so lovely, Jane. And I need to deadhead my hanging baskets with my snippers. Snip, snip. So handy for like deadheading. Like you just snip them off, it's so easy. Right, we've come upstairs to clap because I think tonight, I've heard rumours tonight might be the last night for clapping for the carers and the NHS and anybody that's sort of been really helpful. So it might be the last time we clap. I'm not sure. So we're nearly ready. I can hear everybody clapping. Woo! Oh, that was so lovely, so moving and just so emotional. There was little neighbours out waving to each other down the street and oh, you could just tell everybody feels so, well, emotional. It's just all so moving and so nobody really knows how to feel. But they've said from Monday you're allowed to have up to 6 people in your garden as long as you social distance. So at some point next week we should be able to see my mum. Oh, that'll be lovely, my little mother, bless her. Anyway, so I'm going to love you and leave you, my dears. So if you do enjoy life in England, then please subscribe to my channel. Come and find me on Instagram as Mrs. Crazy Bag Lady. On TikTok as Jane Walker with 2 R's. Huge shout out to all my little queens. Woo! Many, many thanks for supporting me. And don't forget my little Avon shop. If you want to treat yourself to a little bit of makeup, the link is down below. The new brochure I think comes out next week. So if you fancy something a bit different, it might be better to wait till next week when there's even like more exciting new products coming out. Some of that lovely lip and cheek tint stuff's coming out and some other nice bits and bobs, lovely watches, and there's some really nice some really nice items in the next box. Very exciting. And don't forget my little eBay shop. It's alright, Florence is dancing around on the floor. What are you doing dancing? Don't forget my little eBay shop. I think there's only fish on there at the minute. Little lavender fish. I've not had a chance to make anything else, but hopefully now I've painted the fence, we might be able to get something else done. So I will love you and leave you, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Please take care, my darlings. Big hugs. Bye.